And the tongue of a man is his fall. So a man, hey bro, that's a man's fall, what he has to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be listening to your bullshit that you learned from some nigga who went to Africa. All of a sudden, he man, I'm Egyptian, man. Man, I was in Africa, man. That was all us. And like, bro, come on with that bullshit, bro. That shit ain't gonna never rise again. Everything over there dead. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the motherfuckers that went over there, I think the Babylonians took them down, and what did they start putting in there? Their pictures. Right. So you don't know what the fuck in there, what you read. You know what I'm saying?
I got something to say. Go ahead, bro. This is going into when the brother was like, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna believe in this, believe in that. Don't be looking over here at this, and that makes you a hypocrite. Right. You know, and the scriptures also say, make your yeas yeas and your nays nays. You know, this is Ecclesiasticus 33:2. A wise man hated not the law, but he that is an hypocrite therein is a ship in a storm. All right, so if a ship is in a storm, it's to and fro. Likewise, with
constantly
tossed with the winds. You know, the ship gonna go wherever the water or the wind leads it. You know, where the water gonna go wherever the wind go. So that means the ship gonna go wherever the water goes. So
that basically tells you have no control. Right. There's no control on what you're saying, bro. The Lord gonna control his men on saying what he needs them to say. Everything else that you speaking is blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? That shows you have no protection, bro.
Right. Why the scripture in Colossians say what? Be not deceived by vain philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy, right.
I appreciate what you just said too. Cause man, what you said? That's how what you just said about
no control.
No control, and how like the Lord spoke this and stuff like that. And you brought out the precept that say none shall want her mate. Right. You know, nothing compares to these scriptures, and this is why. This is Deuteronomy 9 and 10. It say, the Lord delivered unto me 2 tables of stone written with the finger of the Most High, and on them was written according to all the words which the Lord spake with you in the mount out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. You know, so hey, it was given from the Lord. You know, so hey, that's why none shall want to make nothing compared to this, because it's directly from him.
I got a precept backing up whenever you basically said it's gonna be that person's fall from them basically being rash with their mouth. But it's James chapter 3, I'm gonna start at 5. Even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Alright, meaning what your tongue holds, and whenever it says your tongue, it's really talking about your words, the things that you speak. Alright, it holds a lot of weight. It says, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body and setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. All right, so by the things that you say, that could be your downfall.
Right.
Like, you can get put to death by the things that you say. Look at what happened to those kids fucking with Elisha.
Right.
By them saying what they said.
Right.
What happened? They got their ass ate up. All right, so shit, by the things you say, all right, it could be your downfall. It said it is a deadly poison.
Right. That's why a lot of people, you gotta watch exactly how you dealing with the men of the Lord. You see, because what, being that the men of the Lord are despised in everyday life. You see, they think that they can just say anything, and the Lord is gonna have mercy upon them for that.
Right.
See, somebody grab me Ecclesiastes 5:1.
Chicago. Alright.
Whoever grabs it first.
What you said,
Ecclesiastes 5:1.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
That's right, keep thy foot. And speaking of your mouth, you see, when you come up to, So yeah, when you come up to basically be to be by amongst the men of the Lord, you know, because first off, you're coming up and requiring for a reason. You see, the reason why you're coming up is to get wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and correction on what things you're doing in your everyday life. All right, but while you coming up and being rash with your mouth, that can put you in a hole. You see? Go ahead.
And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of food.
See, so you're supposed to be humble. You see, you're supposed to be humble and be willing to hear more than just running your mouth on things that you think you learned or things that you heard on YouTube.
Got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
2 ears and 1 mouth, and that's why it says what the tongue is the smallest member.
Right.
You see, it's the smallest member, but yet it holds more weight than every other muscle in the body.
Yeah, your words are like arrows, bro. Once you say something, it shoot. You can't pull it back.
That's right.
You can't pull it back.
I heard a brother say on the video, you gotta treat your tongue like glass, man. You know, be careful what you say.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
But I had this is James chapter 1 verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to rap. You know, just backing up that point, man.
That's right. Because what's the saying? Your mouth can write you a check that your ass can't carry.
Right, bro.
You see?
Bro.
And that's what's gonna happen to a lot of you people out here. You know?
Yeah, they got smoke. For they consider not that they do evil.
They consider not that they do evil. Why? Because they are those old broken cisterns. You see? They're stuck in their way, and they're not gonna actually understand that they're doing wrong. All right? But what, man, when you come into this thing, you gotta be real humble, and what, first and foremost, you have to listen.
Right.
All right? Like me and the brother been pushing yesterday, hey man, listening is gonna take you a long place in this truth, a far place in this truth. You see?
To the end.
To the end.
To the end.
I got a brief. This is going into what you were saying about you walking up. You got to keep your foot. You know what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiastes 10:3. Yea, also when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him.
His wisdom faileth him. You see? Because what? He's puffed up with pride, and he's thinking that he has wisdom that's going to keep him going and walking the right life.
Right.
You know? But what, through opportunity and through experience, his wisdom is going to fail him. You know, making what bonehead decisions, you know, and it's being made manifest. Go ahead.
It say, and he said to everyone that he is a fool.
You see, and he said to everyone that he is a fool.
Wow.
You know, because it's made known that by the
His
shit he
actions.
said.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right.
you looking stupid. You bringing out some shit, and you can't even explain what you bringing out.
Yeah.
You talking is like, damn, I didn't think about that.
Mermaids, huh? How the fuck? Mermaids, though, huh? Yeah, all right, hey, just go ahead.
Right.
No, we don't want no parts of this shit. You know, I'm not about to let what you tell me defile me.
Right.
You know?
Men sleeping with fish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 12, and I'm gonna read 13 and 14. It say the words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
All right, hey, the words of a wise man is gracious. You see? Hey, we know that what grace from Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai is only to what? His saints. You know? So by this man giving you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, what? It's going to become gracious unto you because he's going to get you to the kingdom.
What y'all reading?
Ecclesiastes.
What chapter?
10,
10 and
12.
10 and 12.
It say, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
The lips of a fool will swallow up himself. You know? Because the stuff he say and the way that he carries himself and go about his everyday actions, he's going to be his own downfall.
Falling up on your own sword.
God.
It say, this is verse 13.
Because what? Your sword is like unto your mouth. Right?
It say the beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness.
Right.
And the end of his talk is mischievous madness. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell him? That nigga won't stop talking.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's swallowing up himself with the dumb shit that he's saying, and he know he being ate up. You can see it all in his face.
God. And the thing is, he actually believed that stupid shit that he's saying. You know, and we all know some people like Jake. We all know people like that. You know, that goes to show you though, man, that this wisdom and knowledge and understanding that Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai have only put into certain men. You see, he's only chosen certain vessels to spew these things out.
I got what you just said. This is Proverbs 26:7. The legs of the lame are not equal. All right, so when you think of lame, it's basically somebody that can't walk. You know, if somebody can't walk, that means he don't have no balance. You know, it's unequal.
Right.
You know, so it say the legs of the lame are not equal. So is a parable in the mouth of a fool.
See, so it's a parable mouth of a fool because he's using more words rather than just getting straight to the point and breaking it down. You know? Yeah, and these Christian pastors, hey, Job, Salaki, John 3:16. You see, that is it's like it's foolish to these Christian pastors. Why? Because they don't actually know how to break these things down. All right, going into breaking down the kingdoms. You see, go ahead.
And if I can add, that's what a lot of Edomites and prideful jakes do. They use semantics. They use big words and try to make everything they say make it long and enticing.
Right.
When really and not even getting to the point, they just going all off board. Right. And what Apostle Paul said, though I be rude in speech, I'm not rude in knowledge. Anyway, he gonna get straight to the point.
Right. He even had Moses say, "What? I'm not an eloquent speaker." See, so Jake was always getting straight to the point with it. Even Apostle Paul, he was like, "Hey, I don't care what y'all got going on, but right now, hey, look,
it's time to handle business.
It's time to handle business." You see, and if you're not, you got to get from around me.
I got a pre speaking on like basically it's like who you're following.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is Sirach 6:35. It says, "Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee." So what you learn, keep it. It says, "And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door."
Right.
So what knowledge is, where you got knowledge at, and you're learning, and you know that it's coming from a wise place, because you can tell that light is on that brother. That's where that's where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if I can add, like the brother had brought out, like the eloquent speaking. You know, I was at work, and I'm trying to learn how to read the tape. So this Issachar, right? The way he talking, I'm just looking at him like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? He using all this extra shit. I'm just like, bro, make it simple.
Give me the foundation.
I went to somebody else, and it was an Edomite. I went to an Edomite, and he was like, well, look, remember this right here, the half of this, boom, 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 and I got it. His exact words, he say, so how you, what happened with him? I say, man, I don't know. I ain't know what the hell he talking about. He gonna say, Esau was like, he say, see, that's what's wrong with people. He say, he too busy trying to make himself sound like a smart ass. He sound dumb because he confusing you.
Right.
You know, and that's what fools do. They come up here with that smart shit. Like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You confusing the people, bro.
Smart dummy, huh?
Yeah, they too smart for their own good.
Smart dummy.
Yeah, they just getting to the point and making it known, like, look, this is what you gotta do.
If I could add, their whole goal is to make themselves look good instead of, you feel me? The whole point is to edify.
Like,
You know?
that's right. Well, like the brother brought out, having your arm shown before men. See? Like, hey, look, man, we the Hebrew Israelites, break it down, get straight to the point, and do the work. That's it.
Right.
Look, I had this verse.
Salaki. And it's nothing like milk.
Yeah.
Milk is simple. You know what I'm saying, bro? You'll win a lot of people over by just simply giving them the easy things to understand. And I always, when I talk to my son, I always give him the analogy of a lot of people want to be and one players and practicing and one moves instead of just picking a ball up and learning how to dribble with your right and left hand. Just fundamentals, bro. Fundamentals will take you a long way because that's the foundation of everything.
And that's a sport, right? That's a sport. This is Ecclesiasticus 27:13. The discourse of fools is irksome.
That's right.
It say, and their sport is in the wantonness of sin. That's
right.
not your sport to be breaking down scriptures. What the fuck? Like, how am I gonna sit here and learn from you? You can't even teach me how to go between my legs with the shit.
Yeah, right.
See,
Right.
they said their sport is the wantonness of sin. They desire going on.
They desire, right?
They desire going
Because
on.
sport is fun.
Right.
If you got a sport that you like, you desire to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like Jake and
Say they have fun sinning.
yeah, like Proverbs 6.
Yeah,
They say they sleep not until they do sin. Until they do wickedness. Yeah, God. You'll pull that real quick.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief.
Go up a little bit, huh? Say pass not by. If you see it, pass not by.
All right, kind of. It's 15, but I can start at 14. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14. Enter not into the path of wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
See?
Avoid it.
Because if you go into the into the pathway of evil men, you're gonna pick up exactly everything that they're doing.
Their ways.
That's right. It's gonna basically, you're gonna be a fruit of they doing.
What's that saying? You all who you hang around?
Birds of a feather flock together, man. All right, verse 15 says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away.
That's right.
All right. Verse 16 it says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause them to fall.
You see? Unless they cause them to fall.
God.
Now you taking heed from a jackass, guess what? You're gonna end up exactly doing the same thing he doing. See?
Just it.
You got something?
Yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus 22 and 13. Talk not much with the fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. All right, and the brother brought out earlier a precept that said, look, lean unto him that has that understanding. And the verse that you just read, it basically told you, hey, look, don't be around him because he'll have you doing some fuck shit.
It says avoid.
It say, beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him.
Y'all, you see? You shouldn't be defiled with his fooleries. God.
It say, and thou depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and neither be disquieted with madness.
Now, who are you going to find rest with? Only with your Shim Shai. But it's only set up to where certain men are going to be found under the graces of Yahweh Shim Shai. See? Go ahead.
So Romans 6 and 16. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey?
God, know ye not to whom you yield yourselves, to who you stop until you listen, and who you hearken to. You see? That's who you want to obey. Go ahead.
His servants ye are to whom ye obey.
Right.
Whether of sin unto death.
Whether a sinner to death. So you're going to follow. Read that for one more time, bro.
It says, his servants ye are to whom ye obey.
God.
Whether of sin unto death.
See, you only got two options in this life.
Right.
See? You only got two options. Either you're going to be set up to do the will of Yahweh Shim Shai and not bullshit, or you're going to be what? Go to the...
Or whether of sin unto death,
God.
or of obedience unto righteousness.
Obedience to righteousness. See? So you either gonna be working on the left hand side or the right hand side. There's
No
in
gray
between.
areas.
It's no in between with Yahweh Shim Shai. You can't halfway do the work. You can't halfway hearken. You can't halfway listen in this thing. You see? Hey man, if you say your brother is a man of Yahweh Shim Shai, don't just be taking reproof and correction when it's beneficial to you.
Right.
You see? When it's good. You gotta take that shit when it's bad also.
I got a couple precepts, bro. This is Sirach 22 and 7. It says, whoso teacheth a fool is one that glueth a potsherd together, and as he that waketh one from a sound sleep. 13, it says, talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness. So if you see him, when y'all just read that?
Yeah,
that's it says a potsherd. Like you basically trying to find someone or trying to teach a fool is like if somebody take a vase, throw it in the air and it break, and now you got glue trying to glue it together. It's pointless because it's not going to maintain or retain that same value that it had when it was in its original state. It's never going to be the same. I got one more. All right? This is Proverbs 14 and 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. So, hey, you benefit nothing following foolishness, bro. And a lot of things with foolishness, you can just tell Jay got that it in him. So you like, man, hey, you can discern bullshit. Like, hey, man, you full of shit. Yeah, you full of shit, bro. Nigga believing in fish meal and shit.
This is
Nah, you good.
This is Ecclesiasticus 21 and 13 and 14. The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood.
The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood. Meaning he gonna be planted man, he gonna be planted where those rivers of living waters is. And ultimately where he's gonna be rooted.
And but what does a flood do? Keep rising.
That's
A
right.
flood keep rising, so his knowledge gonna keep on increasing.
Right.
exactly what I was about to say too.
It say, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
See? The fountain of life means it's continual.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 14, it say, the inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth.
Right.
See?
So, and you're right. Your people will bring out doctrine, and it'll be Swiss cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, like you put water in it, and it just can't hold it.
Precept. Bring it out.
So Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters.
You see? So they'll become what? Foolish. You see? What the scripture say? I have planted you a noble vine, but yeah, you'll turn into a degenerate plant. No, you some bullshit ass niggas. Go ahead.
And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
That same pot that was glued, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hold no water. Why? It's too powerful for you. You see? That's why the Lord said what he put his depths in the storehouses. You see? And then when you go into that word depth, it basically means to be deep. All the water that's put on the top is gonna easily be pushed the hell out.
Right,
See?
right.
You ain't gonna be able to hold it. All right, and that's only within certain men. All right.
Look at that. This is Psalms 18:6. On these fools, it say, a fool's lips enter into contention.
God.
He always running his choppers. It say, in his mouth call it for strokes.
God, bro.
The shit you saying cause your back to be beaten.
Right.
Hold up.
The shit you saying really calls for your back to be beaten because it's straight foolishness, bruh.
Right. And not only you saying it, what? It's gonna be backed by your actions.
Right.
You see?
All right, I got one. This is all right. This is Proverbs 10:13. In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found. All right, so you walk up into camp and you see men of the Lord, you're gonna get edified. You're gonna receive wisdom. All right, because that's where wisdom resides. It say, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. So like the brother just said, you bringing out the dumb shit, that just calls for you to get your ass beat.
And that's also, I mean, that's really just correction also. You know what I'm saying? It's worthy by you saying John 3:16 means everybody, but that rod is bringing the word out properly to them and correcting them. You know what I'm saying? So they have to be corrected because the Bible speaks, it's parables and mysteries, you know what I'm saying? And it's things like, it says a two-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? It's things that basically is showing you it can cut you, you know what I'm saying? So when it's saying that there, they are deserving to have their ass whooped. But it's our job to correct them and show them where they're going wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on. What is it? All right, look. This is Proverbs 14:12. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man.
Right.
All right. So him walking in his way and saying what he say, because to be honest,
That's all he knows.
that's all he knows. You know what I'm saying?
He basically gonna dwell upon foolishness his whole life. As long as he lives, he gonna spew bullshit out continuously.
And that's likewise with any man that before he came into the truth. All right, all you knew was what you was raised on, so that's the way that you walked in, and it seemed right to you. All right, but the scriptures say there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. All right, and the way that you was walking, it may cause you to be killed.
Right.
All right, but that's why the brother brought out that it's our job to correct you, to guide you from that. You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right, and that's why I was just, somebody just brought out what was the scripture where it says keepest thy foot. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be learning. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's supposed to be teaching you, bro. If you follow a path your whole life and you see the end of that path leads to bullshit, why you gonna keep walking on it?
Right.
Okay, so wouldn't it behoove you to change lanes and be like, well, I'm gonna try and see what these brothers talking about, because what they're saying, it actually sounds like it's accurate, it's back with scriptures, and now you walk on this road and now you're finding yourself progressing and things are just going in a better light, you know?
That's why the scriptures tell you what you have to be apt to teach, but prior to being apt to teaching, before you can start teaching, you have to learn.
Right.
You see, you gotta learn, you gotta study, you gotta put the time in your leisure time.
Right.
See?
Right.
I had a precept on it.
It's 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Speaking loud. All right. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it. giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
So what? It's gonna be some of them niggas that come with that foolishness and be the reason why some of the people be taken up out of here. You know, which ultimately was set up to be that way. You know, go ahead.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Coming with their foolishness, and now they got their conscience seared with the hot iron, meaning brand. You see, they're stuck in their ways, and they ain't nothing gonna change.
Right.
You see, so and that's why El Tahar basically pushed out that, man, there's no need for us to go out and it's no need for us to go out and basically have debates. You see.
Right.
Oh, I had some precepts like going into when you was like,
You good.
when I brought out the scripture about the rod of it, he should be beaten with the rod or whatever. Going into that rod to show that it's basically correction. All right. It say this is Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. All right. So that foolish man that walked up and that was saying all the vile things that he was saying or whatever it was that he was speaking. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. He's still a child because what? He's what? He doesn't have that understanding, so he's a babe.
Right.
You know, it say
And look, man, and you ain't gonna never see no child that's a king. You know what I'm saying? So when you come into this thing, you gotta be about business.
Right.
You got it,
Remaining in the congregation of the dead.
right?
it say foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it from him. All right, and that scripture right there is basically showing that what? That rod is correction.
Right.
You know, because what? Your pops, if he beat your ass, it's correction because you doing something wrong.
Right.
All right, and that's what the men of the Lord are out to do. You know, to beat
Spiritual spankings.
you. Spiritual spanking.
Yeah,
you know, get your mind right. This is I'm gonna read 23 and 13. This is Proverbs, same book, Proverbs. It say, withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. You know, it's not gonna kill him. Hey, what don't kill you make you stronger.
It's also like if you got kids and you let's say they become 17, 18 and they start driving, you gotta show them like, hey man, cop pull you over, put your motherfucking hands on the fucking steering wheel. You teaching them, that's correction. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, shit, you know these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Boom, they caught a bullet. Why? Because you trying to argue back with them and shit. Hey, bro, agree with thine adversary quickly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to teach, bro.
Right. That's what we tell. That's exactly what we telling you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Nah, you need to. Hey man, if it's on you to come out here and do the work, do the damn work. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want your house. You really don't have no choice. You see? When it's time for your Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah to drop them judgments on your ass, it ain't you like we started when we came out here. You can't turn it. You see? You can't turn the Lord hand back from chastising you.
And if his spirit really on you, bro, it's a thing called conviction.
That's right.
You gonna do the fucking works. Ain't nobody gonna have to tell you shit. You can start knocking your ass upside the head with them judgments. Hey, you're getting lined in, bro. I'm telling you, if the Lord dealing with you, bro, judgments will come to you. He gonna get your attention, bro.
Yeah, man, that's rod. That's a rod too. That's
Right.
correction.
That's what it is.
Because what? He loves
That's
you.
when it fell out of men's hands.
That's right.
You don't want the Lord to personally put it on your ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like we don't. He was like, shit, you went against the Most High.
Saul and Samuel.
Yeah. I had one more. This is Proverbs 13 and 24. He that spared his rod hated his son.
Right.
That's right. You see?
Right.
And if you're supposed to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah, would the Lord spare his son? I mean, would the Lord spare his correction to you? No, not at all. She gonna get on your head.
I mean, he ain't spared a rod with Yahweh Shah. His only
right.
begotten.
That's right.
He ain't spared a rod with him. So how much more? How much more us?
I got a quick precept while I'm here, just to go into that point real quick. This is hey man, the Lord ain't sparing nothing at all. This is Romans chapter 8, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 32, it says, he that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things?
Right.
See? So Yahweh spared not even Yahweh Shah. You see? He ain't spared Yahweh Shah, so how much more us?
Right.
You know?
I'm gonna finish reading this last part. It say, but he that loveth him, so I'm gonna read it all over again. It say, he that spared his rod hated his son,
Right.
but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Right. Because what, man, you're building him, you're training up the child. That's the process.
Right. Right.
See, it's gonna be the child doing a whole lot of listening, and if not, it's gonna be a whole lot of correction that's being given.
Right.
Shit, and that's like with damn, what his name? Eli, 2 sons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, shit, the Lord was like, hey, look, if you don't handle up on that, I'ma handle that. Shit, the Lord killed all 3 of them. He killed Eli too.
That's right. Yeah, it's upon his house. Yeah, come on.
James 1:22. Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only,
Right.
deceiving your own selves.
Right.
That's right. So what, man? Once you get the correction, you're supposed to be doers of the word. You see, not deceiving yourself and telling you. You see, that's what a lot of Jakes do. They tell themselves, "Oh, I'm good. Settle on their lease. Oh yeah, I made it through the day." But what the scripture said in what's it? You had grabbed it? Sirach 2:13. Grab that real quick from the Bible itself. See, what? When it's time, when your security, you ain't gonna be defended. You see, when you thinking everything good, that's why the scriptures always constantly tell you that what the Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night. You see,
That's Sirach 2:13. One to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
therefore he shall not be defended. The Lord ain't cutting for you niggas when it's game time. You see, there's nothing you can do. You made your bed, now you laying.
Shit, because if you faint-hearted, you know you're not doing no work.
Yeah, when you go into the word faint, it means to sink. You see? So you under.
Your mind's sinking.
That's right.
Damn, and that's why the scriptures say one man esteem it one day above another. But you gotta be persuaded in your own mind.
That's right. Chicago, you got a free. Not grab me Luke 12 and start at verse 43 to verse 47.
12 and
12 and 43.
All right.
47.
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 43. It says, "Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing."
Shall find so doing. So hey, it says even when he come. You see? Lord gonna have Jake in concentration camps, and it's not speaking of him physically coming, because what that means that he's gonna send the famines, the plagues, and the pestilence first. You see? That's how the Lord is gonna come. When you sleeping, EMP hit. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, storm troops coming through and you be took into a concentration camp. Lord might have the spirit on you to wake up somebody that's in there. See? So that's why it says what? Find so doing. Alright? Not just being a hearer of the word. Go ahead.
All right, verse 44 says, "Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath."
That's right. So are you worthy? Are you trying to be found worthy to be a ruler? You see? Are you being built up to be a leader or a king? See? These are everyday questions that you gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey man, it's always room for improvement. You know? Speaking to myself also. Go ahead. You got a point?
Nah, I was about to say, just roughly paraphrasing the scripture. It say, like how that one said, doing, and we knowing that what you're doing something, you work. All right. It say, blessed is the servant that when the Lord come, he's found watching. All right, and if you watching, that means you on your because you on your job.
Right.
You know, you doing what you got to do.
Right.
Because what if you don't warn them, that blood on your hands. Right. You got it, right?
Verse 45 it says, "But and if that servant, if that servant say in his heart."
Hey, and you even got to question yourself, are you a servant of Yahweh? You see? Are you doing exactly what the Lord commanded you to do? You see? Go ahead.
"My Lord delayed his coming."
And that's what a lot of Jakes got the game fucked up with. They think what the Lord delayed his coming. So they just gonna chill today, 3 weeks pass, couple months pass, not doing
off day
shit.
to day.
Off day to day. Go ahead.
All right, "My Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken.
Go ahead.
The Lord of that servant will come in the day."
Hold on. Read it again.
I'm gonna just start over from the top. "But and if that servant say in his heart, My Lord delayed his coming."
So now it's in his mind that
It ain't
the Lord
gonna
delayed his coming.
God.
So now it's a thing called comfort.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right, it says, "And shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken."
Right.
So now it's party time.
God.
Party time.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in that spirit of
Sense of
mirth.
mirth, kind of.
Mhm.
In that spirit of mirth.
Right.
verse 46 it says, and the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him.
You see, when he looking not for him, his
So when
mind
he
not even
paying
on the
attention,
tool.
you know?
He comfortable.
See, he comfortable.
He comfortable as
He
hell.
got his bitches, he got the party, he got his little bread. Everything is good for him. Hey, that's all Jake needs to become. We already ain't got shit on this side. Hey, that's topping it off for him.
You've destroyed the heart.
That's right.
Got his pants down, so get him.
That's right. Hey, what they said in the Tupac movie, it's like the Edomites gonna give you the tool to destroy yourself. That's all Jake needs. Go ahead.
All right, when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware,
This is what's gonna happen to him. Go ahead.
and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers.
With the unbelievers. So now you're getting the same reward that the unbelievers have. Your ass gonna be eaten up by dogs. You gonna be take the RFID chip.
Man, she gonna
You gonna burn with this place. You gonna watch your old lady get ravaged. Your kids' heads gonna get chopped off. You see, this is what's coming to this place.
Hey, bro, Esau not handing his kingdom over lightly, bro.
Hey, that's why.
He don't want to hand that bitch over, period.
That's right.
That military and the army and the navy and the marines and all that, bro.
Right.
Hey, he got them boys ready, bro.
And wait, hey, we're warning you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimmy outside. That's why in Revelations 12:12 it says what? He's gonna come down with a great wrath. Esau not giving his bitch up.
And the one you just read about no protection, if you ain't got the Lord protecting you, bro, you are seriously fucked.
Right.
You
Right.
seriously fucked, bro.
Right.
bro, and at that point, bro, it's so fucking personal.
Yeah, it's personal.
Bro, it's personal now. Like, I really gotta do you something now.
Right.
Like, bro, it say you gonna get the portion of the unbelievers, bro.
So that means you knew.
You know.
That means you once knew.
So
And where does judgment begin? With those that know.
No.
Yeah.
He got you not finished it. Yeah, you got one more. I think it's like one more verse.
47. It says, and that servant which knew. Oh,
You
come
see?
on, man.
And that service was new, so you knew
God.
exactly what was gonna befall this place. You know. Hey, we'll go
I'm
one more
going
time.
back.
Right?
God,
Go back
God.
up.
All right, I'm gonna go back to 46. It says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware. Shit, when you're aware of some shit,
You know.
You're
I'm
not
just
even
reading
alert.
bro.
You not aware. You not alert. You ain't worried about it.
That nigga
You ain't watching no
forgot all about
videos.
the Lord.
You done deleted your YouTube account. Everything over with.
And that boy forgot everything.
You ain't getting no more
The
notifications.
Lord took all the wisdom from you. You ain't got no stability. Boy.
Comfortable, bro. It's
God.
just a level of comfort.
Right.
but that goes to show you that they didn't have that sound foundation, man. They wasn't built upon that rock.
And that
Right.
also shows that what we brought out earlier, that what? They didn't have that white stone. They didn't have
in
that
the
light
beginning,
from the
you know?
beginning.
Right.
All right, it says.
Hold on, Salakia. And also, that goes to show you with those 10 virgins.
Yep. And
Those 5, those
yeah.
wise and 5 fools.
Damn, the spirit
So
goes.
because it's telling you that these people, they're going to know what's going on, but I'm gonna pull back and make it to where they don't just totally get it all the way. Because the scriptures have to play themselves out. You're gonna have to have non-believers. You're gonna have to have everything that the scriptures speak on. Somebody gotta play those parts, bro.
That's why, 1 Corinthians 3:13, every man gonna be given according to his work.
Right.
You see, the Lord, it was the
Right.
Lord that portioned out those balances.
Right.
This was gonna happen to you 2/3 niggas that's saying you Israelites and want to be amongst the
Count it all joy, bro.
That's right.
Lord,
If you in this truth,
Lord, hey,
Lord.
Hey, if you in this truth, bro, count it all joy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Cause you could be in a real fucked up situation right now.
And that goes to show you there's no gray areas with the Lord. He said, why call you me Lord, Lord, if you're not doing what I tell you to? Go ahead.
Hey, if I could add, man, the spirit code out. Bro, we was just bringing out scriptures about, man, you can't tell me, bro, that the Lord is not here with this, bro.
Right.
And people will really come up and like do the shit that they doing and not really realizing that, hey,
The Lord here.
Hey, the crazy part is, that's the beauty of it. You
Grab a dog.
see Negroes.
Yeah.
Your first thing you think is, man, these niggas don't know what they talking about. What these niggas got on? Look at these niggas, man. These niggas don't know shit. Little do they know that the men that they hold in high regards, Peter, Paul, and all those men,
You're looking at them.
you're
Know what I'm
possibly looking at these men right now.
Right. That's tough. Go ahead. Hey, you got to read the next verse loud, huh?
And will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. All right, verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not him.
Hold on. You knew the Lord's will.
God.
You knew you were supposed to come out here on the edges.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the next one. It says,
Go
and
ahead.
not prepared.
Hold on. Read that bit one more time. Read that bit one more time.
It said, and the servant which knew his Lord's will.
And did it not say that I will give you pastors according to my will?
That's right. According to my will.
Some men are going to be following these men, thinking that this man has the Lord's will, and all of them gonna fall right into a fucking ditch, bro.
Right.
All right. It says.
Damn.
And that goes to show you, this speaking of people that's in the truth, because it says what? I'm going to give you a portion with the non-believers. So you had to, what, once upon a time, have your hand on the plow. Go ahead.
All right, it says, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will.
Hey, doesn't it not say in Sirach 2:1, if you come, if my son, if you come to serve, you prepare thyself for temptation?
Right.
Go ahead.
All right, it shall be beaten with many stripes.
Shall be beat with many stripes. So you're going to get your ass tore up out here. See? The Lord gonna have that the famine, the plagues, the pestilence, all that. That's being saved for you. You know, while you think you secure, you got everything good going good for you, you know, according to what you want. All right, hey man, when it's game time and the Lord take his spirit off this place, y'all people fucked up.
I got a proof for you.
I got one too.
This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 34. It says, then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. For the land shall be desolate.
That's right.
You know, it says he's going to cause a cease from all that, man.
Right.
You know, and when a cease, that means to like stop, man.
Right.
You know, to put a complete stop to. And desolate, shit is empty, man.
Right.
You know,
everything gonna stop. Everything that you people do on your every weekend or your everyday life, you just basically totally consumed in his mirth. Everything around us in this place is temporary. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You can't take nothing out of here with you. You see? You can't take none of this shit with you when it's time for the Lord to deliver his elect up out of here.
It's all vanity, man.
It's all vanity.
I know. It's 2 Peter's chapter 2, verse 1. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Right.
It say it's better that he haven't even known it. It say but it is happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
That's right. So you people, you dogs, you dogs. You see, you like them to dogs. You know, you filthy animals. You see? That's why the scripture tell you that what you gonna see that you was beast in this place.
Yeah, because a dog will spit up his throw up and he'll go back in.
That's right. And that's speaking of going back to your own ways. You know what I'm saying? When you first come into this thing, you have laws, statutes, commandments that you've broken. You know, getting lineups, eating abominable foods such as shrimp, crab, lobster, or pork, committing adultery, you know, sleeping with Jake old lady and shit. And these are things that people glorify in this place. See, the Lord is referring that to vomit. It's filthy, you know. So by you going back to those old ways after tasting this truth and seeing what the Lord has to bring forth on the table, and you going back to your vomit. That's 962. Luke 962.
Hebrews 6:4. For it is impossible for those who are once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Spirit.
Read up, right? Start over, read up. It's 962.
I got it.
You got it? Yeah.
For it is impossible for those who are once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Spirit and have tasted the good word of the Most High.
See? So it's impossible for them to even come back. It's impossible. Those demons, once that house was swept and garnished, they brought more demons into the house.
7 times strong.
7 times 7. You see? So it's no way that you can come back and be a part of this once you leave out.
Yeah,
you know?
I got you. Check it. No telling what happened. The Lord, as soon as you fuck up and go back, the Lord might fuck around and have you killed.
That's right. You see?
Damn sure not coming back.
That's right. And it's of the Lord because He's going to take that spirit away from you. You see?
You can be addicted to something when you was in the world, go back, it'd be 20
That's
times
just a
worse.
gateway to all kind of other new shit, man.
That's right. And the Lord will really bug you out. The Lord will really bug your ass out.
That's why I say it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Lord.
It's
And once you reach this point, Like the brother was reading in the Luke 12th chapter, it's become personal now between you and the Most High. See, now you don't have men to warn you. Now you're not getting that correction no more. You're dealing face to face with the judgment from Yahweh Shema Shah.
And the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucify to themselves the Son of the Most High afresh.
You see? So once you go back to that vomit, hey man, you basically re-crucifying Yahweh Shai. You hanging him right back on that cross.
Spitting in his face.
You see? But what, man, Yahweh Shai not dying again for you niggas. You see? And the Lord, hey, that's set in stone. The Lord is only coming to deliver his elect men up out of here. That's it. Right?
And put him to an open shame.
So you putting Yahweh Shai to open shame. You basically hanging them up on the cross to where everybody can see it again. You know? After you tasting of this truth.
Basically, you're saying it was vanity for him doing it. It was pointless.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I was waiting on y'all done. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahweh shall said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
And what Yahweh Shema Shah is looking for, man. If you look at Daniel, he was looking for what? Top prospects. And so how much more Yahweh Shema Shah? You see? It says no man having his hand on the plow. The plow is when you come into this truth and put your hand and be a worker or a servant for Yahweh Shema Shah. Doing the will. Once you take your hand off, that's it. You see? It ain't no taking it off 5 minutes, put it off. Put it back on. Oh damn, I gotta go worry about this and take care of this in the world and then come back and put it. It don't work like this.
What's this? It's just roughly paraphrase. It's like I gotta go take care of my land.
Yeah, that's a Luke 14.
14?
Yeah. And coming with excuses. Hey, the Lord not looking for no excuses.
And if I can add, the brother brought out how he was looking for the top prospects. All right, hey, that's what the Lord, that's what he wants. You know, and that's why the scripture was like, hey, be a good soldier for the Lord.
Right.
You know, because in hindsight, when you think about like the Marines or the Navy, when they going to war with somebody, they gonna send the best people that they have.
They not looking for no fucking pipsqueaks.
What you think Esau doing right now? He preparing the best killers to kill you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, and even his own people.
It's the point of taking tests.
That's right.
You take a test. Who are we gonna put there? The Green Berets, the elites, people that ran the fastest mile, and you know what I'm saying, did the things that you had to do with the quickest times. You know what I'm saying, the smartest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, we're gonna send the creme de la creme.
Right. Lord don't want fucking Shorty Low running the kingdom and shit. Come on, bro. You can grab that in Luke.
I got one real quick, guys. Second Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
God.
And let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right.
So you got a multitude of Israelites that was born for vain purposes, just to be put to death.
Right.
The Lord needed to see somebody die in the end.
Yep.
Okay, so it was a people that was set up just to die. You know, but he said the great, which is the righteous, the elect, hey, they going through with flying colors, bro.
Right.
I was gonna say, man.
Right, man. You know, the Lord is only coming to deliver those ones we set up from the foundation before this thing was even created.
Right.
All right.
I'll say that one more time.
The Lord is coming only to deliver his elect men who we set up from the foundation. See, from the beginning in this thing. That's it. And only those men who the Lord has chosen will be doing his work. That's why he says, what? Let my grape be kept. They're going to be kept not only because Yahweh Shema Shai deemed them to be kept, but they're going to be working for it.
Oh. Like how you was like the ones that were chosen from the beginning. That's like in my head I tied it to with Romans about Jacob and Esau, the election might stand.
That's right.
All right, it was already set up because it said not of works, but of him that chose him.
Right. That's right. Probably got precept. So with that, man, Lord willing, this camp was edifying to the elect. You know what I'm saying? They brothers keep pushing, do the work. You know what I'm saying? With that, we give all praises on the glory. Double honors to the elders and apostles and great millstones who well, and must peace, safety, and blessings to those for the elect throughout the 4 winds, pushing this truth and sincerity and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.